Hi, my name is James, and online I go by the name Wheatstone Homes because I like 3D so much that I took basically the founders of 3D were Sir Charles Wheatstone and Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr. So I took the two names, put them together, I'm Wheatstone Homes. Anyway, I used to be a videographer for a profession, and I now try to do a lot of stuff with cameras in 3D. So here is a guide to how you can select the right kind of display for either streaming 3D like I do, or streaming and watching my streams on a 3D TV, or all of the above. Just a kind of a heads up of what I've been through in my own mind about streaming 3D and how I've selected what kind of equipment that I've selected. First of all, I had some questions for myself. How would I stream live 3D in the first place on Twitch? Should I use anaglyph? More people are likely to have red and blue glasses. They come in everything from comic books to magazines to TV guides and even DVDs. And if I used anaglyph red and blue 3D, that would mean when I uploaded it to YouTube, people with 3D TVs and monitors, and more importantly, the emerging trend of the VR displays, Google Cardboard and such things like that, the inexpensive little things that you put your phone in, those people would be left out because I couldn't take the anaglyph and convert it back to side-by-side 3D unless I had a 2D master as well. So I'd have to have a 2D master and broadcast in anaglyph, which as far as I know is impossible. And it would use complex techniques, and I'm not going to go into any of that kind of stuff right now. So anaglyph is cool, but it does limit the amount of viewers I could have on YouTube, because the side-by-side format is probably the best choice for me anyway to stream in. Once it's uploaded to YouTube, everybody can see it in whatever format that suits them. Those with the red and blue 3D glasses and those with the cell phone VR glasses are already supported by YouTube automatically. And thanks to the smart guy over at youtube.com, Stereo 3D Productions, people with line interlace passive 3D monitors and TVs, passive polarized 3D monitors and TVs, can view my videos in 3D as well as those with 3D projectors. NVIDIA 3D Vision used to work. It used to be supported by YouTube, but only when using the Firefox browser. But I tried it and it did not work. So I don't know if they've just left that in the dust or whatever. Okay, so I went with side-by-side format. It was easy to do with TriDef 3D drivers and the open broadcast software. When I tried the NVIDIA 3D drivers, it worked, but it only worked on Shadowplay. And the software is only 720p, so I couldn't get full HD with the Shadowplay, or with the actual NVIDIA 3D, because I just replaced the small monitor here with an NVIDIA monitor, and that's all I can do with it basically. And I couldn't get the webcam to work with Shadowplay either. I don't know exactly how to do it, and I'm not going to try to figure it out right now. Next thing that came to mind was how are people going to view the side-by-side stream in 3D, the live stream on Twitch. The best way would be for me to swap the frame order from left being on the left to left being on the right. That way people could watch it using the cross-eyed view technique. It's not hard to learn. You can look it up online and see if you can do it. Alright, now I have a stream that people can watch in 3D with no need for glasses or 3D monitors or TVs or whatever, and I could upload it to YouTube, and that would be really great. Well, not quite, because YouTube no longer supports left being on the right. Never mind. Left being on the right. They used to, but they stopped doing that. So you have to have your left view on the left view. Okay, so I stream right, left, cross-eyed on Twitch, and I convert it to left, right parallel format for YouTube, right? Well, that's also a problem. It took a long time to convert each stream video that I had done, I used 3 different video editors that supported stereoscopic 3D, and they were all super slow. I found one solution, however, a free 3D video player called Bino, B-I-N-O. I simply load the stream I recorded on Twitch, or recorded while I was streaming on Twitch, into Bino, and then I set it to right, left, half width, and then the output of it to left, right, half width. And then I put the program into full screen to play on my main monitor. And then on the second monitor, I have OBS running, and then OBS captures the first screen. And it only takes as long as the video runs. So if it's an hour video, it takes an hour. So it's probably about 4 times faster than all those video editors could convert it. One thing you gotta make sure though is to use high bit rates when you do that, on both recording the original one and then recording it again when you swap the frames. And I'm using 9,000 in the bitrate entry box on OBS in the Advanced tab. You have to go into Advanced mode on there. So those with 3D setups that support side-by-side 3D can watch my live Twitch streams by putting the Twitch video into full screen, setting their devices to side-by-side, and wearing their glasses upside down. I found that almost all NVIDIA certified monitors do not support side-by-side. It's actually really rare for active shutter glass 3D monitors or devices to support side-by-side. But here are some that do. Some 3D projectors, the Sony PlayStation 3D monitor, the Samsung 950 series 3D monitor, and maybe some other active shutter 3D devices that support side-by-side that I'm not aware of. I've found that almost all passive polarized 3D devices support side-by-side, so you can watch my stream in 3D. There are some exceptions like the Zalman monitors, but those are quite old monitors, and I'll go into that later. And the ones that do support it are Vizio 3D, Theater 3D TVs, the Asus VG23HA, which I had one briefly and sold it because I had a hard time. I kept having to tilt it up and down to try to get the crosstalk, the ghosting as some people say, to go away. It's usually near the bottom or the top, and if you tilt it one way, you got it near the bottom. If you tilt it the other way, it's to the top. So it was kind of annoying, so I just sold it. And I have found that anything below maybe 32 inches has that same problem. And then of course there are other passive monitors like the LG passive 3D TVs and others that I may not be aware of that support side-by-side. And as I was saying before, I recently replaced a 17-inch small monitor that I was using as a second monitor for OBS, and it couldn't even do full HD. And I got one from eBay that has the 3D Vision certification, and it came with the 3D Vision kit. However, I soon found that I could do nothing with it except play NVIDIA certified 3D Vision games, and some that weren't certified but run in 3D Vision, like the Star Wars Battlefront. And I couldn't watch 3D Blu-rays on it on my computer or on a PlayStation 3. So that's really bizarre because the two softwares I use on my computer to watch 3D Blu-rays both said they supported the NVIDIA, but apparently it no longer works. It's sort of like YouTube no longer works with NVIDIA. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the drivers changed. And so this monitor I can do nothing with except use it as a second monitor for OBS and also play NVIDIA 3D games on it. Now I can use the NVIDIA 3D player to play side-by-side videos or things that are already made, but to watch my live streams on that monitor, impossible, unfortunately. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to let you know so you could be careful not to get stuck with a monitor you couldn't do anything with, and to make sure that you find something that can do side-by-side 3D at the very least, and then you should be good. Before I got this NVIDIA 3D Vision certified monitor, I used to trick my passive polarized TV into believing, or I would trick NVIDIA software into believing that it was a registered certified passive monitor. And it was through the ED-ID trick, and it worked great. But the only way to record it was in interlace through shadow play. And because the trick made the NVIDIA driver output in interlace instead of side by side, it seems to have kind of like a hidden frame buffer in the background that, you know, when I've got it on the 3D Vision, the shadow play can actually record in side by side, and it's 2 full screens, so it's like 2K, I guess. So it's 2 full HD screens side by side that it will record. It will only stream a side-by-side stream, and it'll be 720p, I think, altogether. It's not a double 720p, it's a squashed 720p. With the polarized line interlace monitor, with the drivers tricked into using the NVIDIA 3D, it only recorded in interlace because that's what it was putting out. And the same thing goes for all non-NVIDIA certified 3D devices like the PlayStation 3D monitor and the Samsung, as far as I know. I've never had those in my hands, so I can't say for sure. I've heard of some people using the ED-ID trick on the PlayStation 3D monitors, but they end up with 24 Hertz, and I've seen on my passive TV when I use that trick and it somehow failed, it'll revert back to being a regular 3D TV, and it'll be at 24 Hertz instead of 60 Hertz, and it's not great. It is playable, but it is not great. So I can't say for sure that the Sony would be a good choice for gaming with the NVIDIA. I would really recommend forgetting the NVIDIA 3D Vision drivers altogether and purchase the TriDef 3D drivers, because they cost about $40. They support almost everything, even things you probably haven't even heard of. I do know that the Samsung and the PlayStation 3D monitors both work with TriDef, and they both have side-by-side compatibility, which is really cool. NVIDIA 3D drivers just simply won't do side-by-side right out of the box, so to speak. They can be tricked into doing interlace 3D, and maybe somebody someday can make them do side-by-side, but that would probably get into the realm of copyright infringement and maybe even cracking. So I don't know if that'll ever happen. And now, we'll go to the charts and look at the PlayStation 3D monitor might be able to be tricked to use 3D Vision. But I'd just say no, you can't, because it's probably going to give you the 24 Hertz mode. TriDef 3D will work on the PlayStation. All you have to do is put it in side-by-side mode on the monitor and on TriDef 3D, and you're good to go. Now you could try the shutter glasses mode, and it may work that way as well. Can you watch my live streams on the PlayStation 3D? Most likely yes, because it does side-by-side. You just switch it to side-by-side mode, it should do it just fine. Can you stream live? Well, only if you have TriDef 3D drivers, so you can do that side-by-side stream. Like I said, the NVIDIA drivers just will not do side-by-side. Now, can you watch a 3D Blu-ray on the PS3? Of course you can! Just plug your PS3 into that sucker, and you're at home. And you can play 3D games on the PS3 that are made for the PS3. Now, a Vizio Passive 3D TV. Yes, with the ED-ID trick, I know for certain that you can do NVIDIA 3D Vision. It works great. Unfortunately, it does not stream anything but interlace, and you can't record anything but interlace, apparently, when you put it into NVIDIA mode. It works perfectly with TriDef 3D, whether you put it in interlace mode or side-by-side mode. Can you watch my live streams? Of course you can, in side-by-side mode. And then we've got Stream Live. Only with TriDef 3D drivers. Like I said, you'll only get interlace output from the NVIDIA 3D Vision, and you can only get it through ShadowPlay. Now, you can use Fraps to record NVIDIA output, but it'll probably be interlace as well, just like I said before. Can you watch 3D Blu-ray on a PS3? Yes, of course you can. It works perfectly. Now, a Samsung 3D monitor. This is a really curious monitor because it's shutter glasses, but it does side by side. So yes, with the ED-ID trick, I would imagine you could get it to work with NVIDIA 3D Vision. And I have heard of people doing that. Now, can you use TriDev 3D? Of course. They even have a special version for you for free. You just have to buy the monitor off of eBay, buy some glasses off of eBay if they don't come with it, and you download the driver and you're ready to go. Can you watch my live streams? Of course you can, because it does side by side. Can you stream live? With TriDev 3D you can. And then can you hook up a PS3 and watch 3D Blu-ray? Of course you can. Now the next chart, a generic passive 3D monitor, or TV. I do have one of these, and yes, you can trick it with the ED-ID trick. Yes, you can use it with TriDev 3D. So NVIDIA Vision 3D, yes, with the trick. TriDev 3D, of course. Watch my streams, yes, if it supports side by side. The one that I have does, so I can do that. Can you stream live? Only with TriDev 3D. Can you hook a PS3 to it? Now mine does. I just plug my PS3 in and boom, I can play 3D games, I can watch 3D Blu-rays. So very likely yours would be able to also, but being it's generic, I don't know what you might have bought, so I can't say for sure. Now, an NVIDIA 3D Vision ready or certified monitor or TV. I don't know of any TVs that are certified, but they may exist. Now, the NVIDIA 3D Vision, of course you can run 3D Vision on it. It's made for it. TriDev 3D, maybe. I tried, but I could not get it to work with the shutter glasses, the NVIDIA kit. And then, can you watch my live streams? No, unfortunately, I don't know of any 3D Vision ready or certified monitor or TV that might have side by side. If it does, please let me know about it because I've never heard of such a thing. The Samsung was pretty much a surprise to me that it could do side by side. So these, no. Now, can you stream live? Only with ShadowPlay, and you're going to be streaming in 720p. Now, you could probably use the TriDev 3D to stream side by side, of course, but you wouldn't be able to be watching it in 3D while you're playing, so that's kind of a hard thing to do. I've done it before, and it is very hard to do. It's distracting, to say the least. Can you plug a PS3 into one of these monitors? Not likely. I was not able to get mine to work with this monitor that I have that's certified, so I'm gonna say no. Now, a generic active shutter 3D monitor or TV. Now, this would encompass any kind of thing, like there are Samsung shutter glasses, Sony shutter glasses, TVs, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's not just generic, but you know, I don't know what this monitor might be. It might be a Sony, it might be an LG, I don't know what you might have. So I'm going to say the NVIDIA Vision is probably not likely to work with your shutter system, although who knows, it may, I don't know, but usually things that are not certified or ready will not work with it. It'll probably have its own shutter system. And does it do TriDev 3D? Maybe. If it does side by side or any kind of thing that might be compatible with TriDev 3D, sure. Can you watch my streams on it live? Yes, if it supports side by side, but if it doesn't, you're out of luck. Can you stream live? Only with TriDev 3D. And that's only if you're willing to put, do it side by side and not have it in 3D. It might work in 3D, like I said, it may be able to use the shutter mode, so some things might work, but mine did not. Just keep it in mind. And can you plug a PS3 in and watch 3D Blu-rays? Maybe. I mean, the PS3 will pretty much detect almost any TV. It's a really great machine. Even though it came out, mine is one of the first ones that came out. It came out in what, 2005 was it? Or 6? Maybe mine came out in 2006 because I think it was like the second generation, but it still has backward compatibility. I don't know, but anyway, you will probably maybe be able to plug it in. I mean, if it's a Sony TV, sure, it's going to be compatible with the PS3. Those are the charts of what kind of monitors can do what, and whether you can stream like me on Twitch and watch my stream on Twitch. Pretty much anything that can do side by side, you're good to go. So just watch out for what you've got and don't get stuck with a monitor like this that can't do anything but play the games on the computer with the NVIDIA drivers. Get out of here, monitor. I'm tired of looking at you. Okay. Thanks for watching. And until next time I see you, keep your glasses on.